Hi there. Welcome to Incoma's marketing strategy and Happy New Year. This is the January 2023 marketing news podcast episode. So, if you're used to listening to the podcast, this particular podcast, all the marketing news podcasts, we're doing video on as well. So, if you go on over to YouTube, go to Incoma's channel and you can follow along, see me. And I got a couple little slides that I share as part of this as well. So definitely check that out. Subscribe to the channel. That really helps us out. All right. So let's get into this month's news. First up is a search engine optimization update from Google that I found. And and last quarter of 2022, Google did some major updates to useful, helpful content, people first content, and they're carrying that through um, into 2023, where what they have done is they put out information about how the algorithm detects and demotes AI altered and plagiarized content. So what they're saying is they found a way to actually see if not only it's plagiarized, but if it was computer generated based off of other content. I have a quote here from the Google search quality team. So this is directly from Google that says scraping content, even with some modification, is against our spam policy. Google has many algorithms to go after such behaviors and demote site scraping content from other sites. So what this means for content creators is that, one, if you're plagiarizing content, like actually copying and pasting and modifying a little bit, it's definitely not going to work any longer. And they're actually going to demote your site. But I see this as a bit of a gray area when we see AI altered, right? So there are services out there that will write content for you. And I don't know how they generate the content. See, that's the thing that makes me queasy about these. We here at Income, I have real writers on staff because the content that we create couldn't be created by AI or not done well because it's a lot of educational, very specific things to businesses and industry. We tried some of those AI tools that, you put in certain terms and it writes the copy for you. I just don't know how they create it. I don't know if they're pulling it from different places on the internet, like how they do it. So it's always made me a little leery. That being said, if you are creating content using that method and you like it, um, just be careful. Like if you start to see that your search goes down, like you're not getting as many impressions or not as many visitors to your site, definitely reach out to the company that you're working with to create that AI content and find out how they're doing it. Because it could be that they're doing some scraping and Google has deemed your content altered, and they'll demonetize you. So just something for you to look at going forward. Okay. So this is my big update for January is YouTube Shorts. In February, um, YouTube's offering revenue sharing for short ads, which I think is really, really cool. So if you're not sure what YouTube shorts are, definitely go over to YouTube and check it out. They'll definitely push it into your feed, but it's like their version of TikTok. And there are a lot of people creating content. If you're familiar with TikTok and some of the creators there, I bet you find your creators on YouTube as well. Simply for the fact that the monetization is there, the um, viewership is there, and YouTube is really generously promoting shorts. So qualifications are similar. And they've kind of pulled the two together. So in other words, if you're doing regular YouTube videos and shorts, there's different criteria. So to qualify, um, for monetization, which has been there for a long time now, is 1,000 subscribers with 4,000 valid public watch hours in the last 12 months. Or now for shorts is 1,000 subscribers to your channel because it's all one channel with 10 million valid public shorts views in the last 90 days to qualify. So if you're doing TikTok now, interested in shorts, want to try to make some money, build your followers, I highly suggest you check it out because Um, content creators on YouTube, we're calling shorts the wild, wild west right now because it's just kind of, you're throwing stuff out there, you're seeing what works, you're kind of seeing what YouTube is doing with giving people viewership. And they've added other features too, where you've got a subscribe button right there. You have the ability to put links in your description, just like you would for a regular YouTube video. And you could put more than one. So you can put a long description, couple different links, messaging, and all that other good stuff. And that description actually shows up. So definitely check that out. Okay. So now what I have is a plugin recommendation for you. If you've listened to the podcast for a while, you know we are a website development company for small businesses, and we use WordPress with Elementor or Elementor Pro. And so I thought I would give you a recommendation for Google Reviews plugins. I've done quite a few episodes in the past on Google reviews, getting your Google link, why it's important to have Google reviews, how it affects your local search. So I'll put the links to those previous episodes definitely in the description um, for the podcast so that you can go and listen to those as well. And I love the idea of pulling all those reviews into your website. You need social proof on your website. And this particular plugin is actually called Plugin for Google Reviews by Richplugins. So make sure you look for that because there's a bunch of them out there. I don't know how the others work. This is the one that we use across all of our websites where we want to put Google reviews on the website. Trade guys love it, right? Because we're used to looking up people on Google and then seeing that pull through to the website where you see the person's picture, the stars, and what they said, along with a button prompting you to review the company as well. And it pre-formats itself really nicely when you put it onto the website. There's really not a whole lot of work that you need to do to pull this data in. And so if it's something that you're interested in learning more about adding to your WordPress site, point your camera at the QR code on the screen and take a look at it. If you're only listening to this on the podcast, I'm going to put the link from the QR code into the description as well for you. Okay. My last update for you for January is I'm kind of really excited about this. LinkedIn has creator mode. It's not brand new, but it's new to quite a few of us, including me. I have to admit that. I do a lot of business to business. I'm probably more active on LinkedIn than I am on any other social platform because of that, because it's other business owners and that's who I mainly talk to. So I post my content out there. I'm actually more of a business content creator. So when I saw that they have creator mode, I was like, what is this? So I turned it on and looked it up. And so here's some of the cool features, right? First, when you turn it on, it changes that person. And now this is your personal profile, not your business profile. I've got a business profile for Inkamo where we share content there, but this is for me, Audrey, personally on LinkedIn. So change that connecting with me button to a follow button, right? I want you to follow me so that you can get my content versus connecting with me, for jobs or hiring or something like that. So it's a different connotation, which I absolutely love. And then it changes how your profile is set up. So topics you post about are displayed as hashtags on your profile and you set all those up. I think you get like 5 so that your content's more discoverable. So even if you don't use that hashtag in a particular posting, it's still kind of associated to your account, meaning you come up when those hashtags are used. Feature and activity section are at the top of your profile. So you can put your featured content in there and it sits at the top of your profile before your personal history. And then it also makes you eligible to be featured as a suggested creator to follow when LinkedIn does what it does, where it's like, hey, follow this content. It actually puts you in the mix for that. So I'm really excited about this. I'm, 30, 60 days out from turning it on. So I figured I'd share it now in January. And then as things come up, I will definitely share more of the information that I find with you on this. So we're kind of going on this journey a little bit together this year, which I think would be kind of cool. Um, because I love the idea of maximizing LinkedIn and um, being kind of signaled from LinkedIn as more of a content creator and less of a person that's looking for a job or looking to hire people, right? I want it to be more about this community that I'm building with the podcast. All right. So that is it for me for the month of January. If you want more content pushed to you, definitely point your camera at the link on the screen. It's to sign up for the Marketing Masterminds newsletter, where I share all the videos from Marketing Masterminds. And then what I do is in each particular newsletter that goes out is if I'm posting about a topic, not only do I share a video, but I'll go back and I'll find all of the related podcasts or articles that I've done that support the concept that I'm talking about. So it's really a nice way to kind of get a lot of information about a specific topic. The one that's going to be going out the first week of January is I'm talking about sharing content very easily using Social Pilot, MailChimp, and your WordPress website, and how Social Pilot kind of pulls all of that together for you. And then, of course, I've done other videos about MailChimp and how to use it. And I've done an introductory to Social Pilot. So I kind of pull all that together, and that gets pulled into that first newsletter that's going out. So definitely, if you want that particular newsletter, sign up today so that you get it that first week of January that it comes out. Um, so if you want access to all of the links and a rough transcript of this particular episode, go over to the inkama.com website. That's INKYMA.com. It will be posted there as well. A link back to the video, along with all the links that I've mentioned here, plus other ones I think that would be good to support what I've talked about today, along with that rough transcript so that you can kind of get the full breadth and depth of everything that I talked about here, especially if all you did was just listen to it. You'll get access to all of the links too. So I hope you found this useful. If so, please share it. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Sign up for the newsletter. That way it makes it easier for you to share this type of content with other business owners that you know. So thank you so much for listening, and I hope you have an amazing day.